Hi, welcome to Wild Caught Vintage. My name is Raven. I'm the owner of Rockabilly Raven Vintage on Etsy, and this is my channel where I share with you all of my fun vintage finds that are out in the wild. So thrift stores, rummage sales, antique stores, estates, auctions, anywhere where you might find some pieces to save for yourself, or maybe to put out into the universe for your fellow vintage lovers like me, because that's what I do. So this particular video is going to be a haul video. It is all of the things that I found in a one-day shopping trip to a town not too far from me, and from two different thrift stores. So first off, without further ado, let me share with you my Afghan. This beauty, yes, my husband hates it, but I love it. This beautiful Afghan was in this particular thrift store, and I just love the colors, and I've got pillows that go with it. Oh yeah, even got a gold pillow to go with it. But it just was super fun and very spring. I love mixing and matching decades throughout my home. I got sort of a 50s lamp, I got a 60s, solidly 60s Afghan, and I'm wearing 1940s today, so you know, that's what we do around here. So, got the Afghan, it was 50% off, and it was $2.99, so I got it for $1.50. Yes, thank you, this is great. So, in this same thrift store, I also found this fantastic, awesome cloak. It's a cloak. It is a great checkerboard, black and white, has good solid black buttons. It's hard to appreciate in this small frame. It has a hood. I think this is probably from the 80s. Maybe the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, but it has a fantastic 1960s mod vibe, and I'll probably keep it. If I don't, it's going to end up in the store. But here is the tag. It is a Herman K, made in the United States. I have mentioned this on many videos. Look down the lapel. Notice that there is not a tag down here on the lapels. This is also a reason that I think it is a little bit newer. Notice there's no lining, it's unlined. So the quality is not quite as good as what it was back in the 60s and the 50s. Still made in the United States. Still has a tag down here in the 3/4 area. It is just a sizing tag. Hopefully you can see it. Again, it's a wool, acrylic, rayon, nylon, polyester, and other blend. It is made in the United States and dry clean only. So, absolutely fantastic. It's got a good collar. Like I said, this is going to be an amazing, amazing cape to wear over a black outfit with a black beret. Maybe a red beret or a red turban. So, really great piece. It was $9.99 regularly with 50% off, so I got it for $5. Oh yeah, would help if I actually did it. Ready? $5. I'm a dork, sorry. So, alright, so now, that was one thrift store. That was the first thrift store, and everything was 50% off in the entire store. Next one is a thrift store that's a little honey hole of mine. Not the best vintage items I've ever found there. But still some good pieces and some good educational pieces. So my first two actually came from the lingerie, nightwear, pajama area, and their robes. So this one, this first one, this is, as you can tell, this is a Japanese robe. Japanese style robe. I don't know what the men's version of a kimono is called. I will have to look it up and I'll stick it somewhere on the screen. But This piece is solidly from Japan. It's even got, like, I think it's somebody's name written in, I think it's called kanji. If not, please don't butcher me on it. It has shorter sleeves and a short length. It's gonna look amazing with jeans. It's gonna look so good. Absolutely beautiful. It's got a wool blend fabric that is really exceptionally well done. Look here on the edge. This is the inside hem of a sleeve. They even edged this part. It's absolutely glorious. Really quality stitching, really good quality fabric. A little bit of lining up on the shoulders. It's a little wide for me, but with jeans as just like an overcoat, overthrow, it's going to be awesome. And it was $1.99. Awesome. So this is an authentic Japanese short coat. Whatever the official name is for a men's or potentially a women's. I think there's a women's coat robe that is shorter. I'm gonna have to look that up, but regardless, it's just fantastic. So here's an authentic Japanese piece. Here is a not authentic Japanese piece. This is a robe as well. It is made in Japan, but it is made in Japan for American tourists, let me tell you. This pattern is great. It is orange. It is vibrant. Look at the difference in the size of the sleeves. Look how tiny these are. These are not sleeves worthy of a kimono. These are not duster level sleeves. The pattern in the picture on the back is really beautiful. I think you can see it's a bird with great floral patterns. Really, really pretty. My little bow is trying to fall apart over here. Should be my thumbnail, right? Again, really awesome little robe. Comes with a matching belt. If you are ever looking in the robes and you think that you have found a robe and you're really bummed because there's no belt, always check the pockets. If you find a coat and it's missing a button and you're bummed because, oh, how am I ever going to find that button? Check the pockets. Read my face. I'm going to write it. Check the pockets. I don't know if I can actually write that yet. I'm still learning. But more times than I can count, I have found missing buttons, missing belts, and even a spare pair of gloves in the pockets before I've even left the thrift store. So check those things, my friends. So back to our robe. Here we have the tag. Like I said, I believe that this is made for American tourists who are in Japan. In a previous video, I mentioned checking stitching for aging a piece. And I mentioned overlock stitches or serger stitches. That is what overlock or serger stitches look like. This is a more modern piece. This piece is from the 1970s. This piece that is a little more quality also has serger stitches, but also has very fine, high quality stitching on top of those serger stitches. This is probably from the same time period, from the 70s. Very different quality standards. Interesting. Touristy piece, not a touristy piece. This one is got pockets on the lower quarter, so it is actually meant to be a bathrobe or a lounging robe. It is not meant as a outdoor clothing piece like the blue one is. So interesting pieces of information. Great pieces. You could wear both around the house as well as out and about. So, all right. In the vein of outerwear, sorry for leaning over, I have a soft spot for cardigans. I have a soft spot for ponchos. I have a soft spot for capes and capelets. I have a soft spot for outerwear. Everyone's allowed to make fun of me, but oh my gosh. Woo! It's a cape that's blue and white. Oh, it's awesome. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, so this is a 1970s poncho sweater cape. It's a sweater cape. It's got great big white buttons. Give me a second while I button them because I wanted to throw it over my shoulders. I'm just going to button a couple of them. But here you go. If my mother watches this, she's going to laugh because she's going to say, "Oh my gosh, Raven, I wore that in high school." Well, Mom, that means you're vintage. But I still love you. So, shout out for my mom. The tag is particularly good. There you go. I would not have been shocked if it didn't have a tag, but this is a, like, I made this for you homemade tag. It says crocheted for you by Miss Bobby Wright. So, Miss Bobby Wright, you did a great job. Beautiful colors. Love it. So, I have another cardigan. Really awesome cable knit off-white cardigan. This particular cardigan is also from, this is from the 70s. Here's that. Sizing tag here on the side. This one from the 70s is all acrylic. Has great cabling. Wonderful boho styling. Look at these buttons. I know that kills the light around my face, but oh, little cool wooden toggles. Really nice big shawl collar. Great piece. Got it for a song. It was only $1.99. I think it was even some percentage off, but just an awesome little boho sweater. So, alright, 3 more things, my friends, on this haul. A lot of weird little pieces. Great vintage scarf. It is a wool scarf. It is in lovely condition. Nothing super exciting about it other than it's from the 70s. Kind of the 70s does 40s, and I loved the colors. So this will be staying here and going into my scarf collection, which is extensive. It was only 99 cents. My last 2 pieces are pieces of, one's a piece of fabric and one is a tablecloth. Look at this fabric. It is awesome. It's from the 1950s. It's a corduroy. I want to make a blouse out of it, actually. Something to always look at when you go to the thrift store is make sure and take a look. Tablecloths, fabric, crafts. You can find vintage stuff there too. If that is not your thing, don't look there. If you want your house full of vintage like I do, go look there. So this is, I forget, I think it's about 5+ yards. 5 yards of fabric. Interestingly, hang on, there's a tag. This says, no allowance will be made on this piece is out, when this piece is out. Look at that, it's stamped. That's crazy. I'm getting, sorry for that weird jump. Memory card got full. So, I was talking about vintage fabric, and the vintage fabric that I picked up was this fantastic plaid, corduroy plaid. Probably going to make a blouse out of that. I think it'll look really good 1940s style blouse. So on that thought, I also picked up a fantastic vintage tablecloth. This one is a square tablecloth, but it's got orange in it. Oh, and I love orange, and I love that my lights are messing up like crazy when I do that. Okay, now you can see the color. Look at it. It's so good. So this particular tablecloth, and with any tablecloths that you might want to look for that are vintage, is well marked, has a maker's mark on it. I do not know what this one is. It's not one I've seen before. It does look like it's in German, maybe, but it's 100% cotton tablecloth. It doesn't have any bleeding, which is where the colors run. It's an offset print, which that might be hard to explain aside from it's just the printing style is very common in the 40s. I think this one is actually from the 60s, but really good quality, really good size tablecloth. If you are into vintage home decor, always look in the home decor areas of thrift stores and rummage sales, garage sales, because you will probably find vintage items there. This particular tablecloth was $3. Can't beat that. If for some reason this doesn't end up fitting my table that I want it to, I may end up making it into a tablecloth repurposed as a pillow cover, or I might turn it into a circle skirt. Wouldn't that be great? So lots of great ideas around here. And that actually is everything from my haul, my friends. This might be a little bit longer. I was trying to cut my videos a little bit shorter, but I find a lot of good stuff. So found all sorts of fun things, got them for a song. I think my total for the day was $30 between the two stores. $30 can't be beat. Almost everything here is going to be dry cleaned and mended if need be and put into my store, except for the fabric and the tablecloth, because those are mine. If this sort of thing is interesting to you and you enjoy haul videos, please feel free to subscribe, like, give me a comment, question, suggestion down in the discussions below. I hope this video has blessed you in some way, and if I'm really lucky, I'll get to see you again sometime soon. Have a great day. Thanks again for watching. Bye. Some great ideas around here. Alright, so that's everything from my haul. Oh! No, it's not. I lied. Sorry. I found a sweater.